Alright, you're welcome to this video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we'll be talking about how to create a pattern like this. How to create a pattern like this in C program. So how to create a C program that prints a pattern like this. So you can see it's in the form of a triangle. That's a right angle triangle. So let's just close this. In the previous video, we talked about creating a square using C programming. So discuss on how to create a square using C programming. In this video, we'll be discussing on how we can create a triangle. So I'll just open my project. It's the same process as in the previous video. I'll just open my project. So looking at our output, it shows that we are printing the columns. Yes, it shows that we are printing the columns. So let's go back to our text. That's our integrated development environment. So we'll first of all enter integer. Let's change this to, alright, we'll enter variables, that's I and j. Okay, so we need to prompt the user to enter, let's just say a number, let's say n. So after the user will enter the number n, so we'll print a prompt message that will appear or display on a screen that will tell the user to enter a number n. So enter a number. So after the user has entered the number, we'll read the number. So the number is an integer, so we'll use a format specifier for an integer %d and put some capital N. We use capital N, that is above, that's why we are using it below. Alright, so we are going to use a for loop again. That's for, please stay tuned to this video as we move. That's for, we'll take the first index there, that's I, which indicate the rows, and the second index j represent the columns. The first index always represent the row. Note that, and that's the outer loop always represent the row, and the inner loop always represent the column. So have I equal to 0, I less than or equal to n. We are incrementing I. So we'll say for. So we want to print a triangle, that's a right angle triangle. So it's not an n by n matrix. So let's go back here. We'll say for I equal to, so let's, okay. So we want to print a right angle triangle, so it's not an n by n matrix. Looking at this, looking at our output, you can see that there are some spaces above. If we were talking about n by n, meaning we are going to fill all these spaces here, all of these, we are going to fill it. But it's not an n by n matrix, that's why it is not completely filled. So we need to write a program that prints something like this in a right angle triangle form. Alright, so going back to our IDE, that's an integrated development environment. So take the second loop, starts from 0. The second loop will iterate till I, and the second loop will increment. So that's the second loop. That's the second loop. So the second loop will increment to I minus 1. Why? Because looking at this, it shows that each column reduces as the value of I increases. So here the value of I here is 1, that's the index here is 0, the index here should be 1, then there 2 and 3. So as the index increases, for I increases, the value of the column start reducing. That's why we'll take I minus 1, then we increment J. So what we are printing is actually J. We are not printing I because we are printing a column. That's a column form for this. That's it. You can see we are printing 1 1 2 2 in this column manner. So you can see we are printing 1 1 till n, we are printing 2 2, we are printing 3 3, and we are printing 4 4. So going back to our text editor, we'll say print of, we'll say percentage D. Want to print J, we just put J. So give a tab to give a space at each instance when one iteration has been completed. So this is how you can, so we print a new line \n, so that will give a new line after. So we'll close it using a semicolon because every statement in C always ends with a semicolon. So we can just save our, like, as our program as pattern 2 or whatsoever I want to save it as, depend on you. So at this first stage, we increment or we declare variables I and J. We declare the variable to be entered by the user n. We prompt the user to enter a number, and the user has entered the number. The compiler reads the number. They'll use a for loop now at this level to actually increase the value, increment the value of I by adding 1 to it. That's by adding 1 to it till it is less than or equal to n minus 1 or less than n. And the value of J increments from 0 to I minus 1. You can see I minus 1 until it's less than or equal to I minus 1. So less than or equal to I minus 1. So I omitted the equal to sign there. So we just go, we click on compile and run. Let's see what we have printed so far. So enter 5. You can see it has printed this in a right angle triangle form. So if I want to arrange this, I'll put 1 here so that the indexes should start from 1, not 0, because that 0 looks somehow not too good, but it's still okay. Still okay. 0 is still a number. So let's just say 6. So you can see that's how it prints. So it has print 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. So that's just a simple way in which you can print a triangle in C. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are going to be dropping more on C programming patterns and how you can get it done. So check the description box so that you can get to join our various platforms, and everything you need is there for free. Thank you for watching. Jeez.